Wow. Without filters? Okay, so clearly I do need to get the other shade. See, I told y'all I can make it work.
Tell me why you're crying, how can it be, deal? When you gave me something I don't really feel, but you knew that already. When I found you on the ground, you were jogging. Now you call me to my yard uninvited. Can you see me on the edge? I'm an if the world was there.
Hi you guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Miss Tamara Little. For those of you who are new, I like to consider myself what I call a beauty enthusiast or a lover of all things beauty. Today's video is a makeup video, unlike my last video I just posted. You should go watch that, by the way. But today I wanted to do a video on the new drop from Juvia's Place. The new, and this is the Natural Radiance Foundation. I remember when Juvia's Place posted something on Instagram asking its followers what we wanted to see from them next, and one of the options was a foundation that was more radiant. For those of you who know, I love the I Am Magic foundation down. It's really matte, it keeps me dry most of the time. That has been my everyday go-to, especially for the winter. But I was really interested to see what the Radiant foundation would do and how it would perform throughout a work day. Now today, don't have anywhere to go, but I do have some things to do around the house. I have to clean up some things, take down my Christmas tree and all my Christmas decoration. Don't act like yours not still up. I know they are. I got the notification that this foundation was ready to purchase. I thought it was only available to purchase online, but I'm impatient. I did a search to all of my Ultas in the area, and the one that I usually go to did not have it available for in stores yet. So I did have to travel a little bit out of the way in order to get a hold of this foundation. Now here's the thing. I actually went to an Ulta in an area that, need I say, there aren't very many people that look like me, if you know what I mean. And when I walked into the Ulta, everyone looked at me like I wasn't supposed to be there. Hi. They didn't have the Juvia's Place foundation set up. I remember when the I Am Magic foundation launched, I went to the Ulta that I usually go to and everything was set up because it said it was in stores. I waited 2 days from the day that they said that this foundation was available and they still did not have any of the displays up. So I actually had to ask somebody like, I came here because online you guys said that this foundation was available to pick up in stores and I'm not seeing a display around. Like, do you have it? Because I was gonna be real pissed. I drove about 30 minutes out of my way just to try out this foundation. When I asked one of the ladies about it, she goes, oh, we're setting it up now. And I was like, where? It was literally like 2:30, maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're setting everything up now? Let's go with that. He was like, well, do you need to do like a shade test? Do you know what color you need? And thankfully I have the I Am Magic foundation, so I was able to pretty much know what shades I am. Lately I've been wearing Legos, but I think a better or closer shade for me would be Kampala, and unfortunately they did not have the Kampala shade available. Everything was in the bag. It's not like I could verify anything, so I just had to take her word for it. So I do have this foundation in the shade Legos. It's going to be a little bit deeper, but I've made the I Am Magic foundation work, so I'm pretty sure I can make this work as well. I was actually a little disappointed that they didn't have everything on display because they also have a pressed powder to go along with this foundation. They didn't have it. I'm just gonna have to wait, or maybe I would have to order it. I just didn't want to wait to have to order it and place the order, and you gotta wait for the delivery, and you gotta pay delivery fees, and you gotta wait for the order, and I didn't feel like doing all of that. When I want something, I want it right now. It's fine. I'll wait. With that being said, I grabbed that foundation, child, and got out of there. And shout out to Juvia's place for also making their foundations really affordable. It was $23. This video is strictly about the foundation. I'm not even gonna make anything all dramatic, although I want to. I won't. I'm going to refrain. I am gonna come back with some brows and then we can get into this foundation. Okay, so now that the brows are on, I decided to go ahead and change lenses just so you can get a little bit up close and personal. I want you to see exactly how this foundation performs. And I decided I'm going to do a little bit of an eye look. Nothing crazy, just a little something. I probably will speed this part up. Here we go. So, I wasn't gonna do anything crazy with the eyes, but here we are. Back to the foundation. Let's read a little bit about this foundation. I Am Magic Natural Radiance Foundation is a high-performance hybrid formula that delivers a buildable medium to full coverage with proprietary active skincare ingredients and natural herbs like acreola cherry ferment, rich in vitamin A, vitamin C, and antioxidants to protect and hydrate your skin. Okay, so it's giving foundation and skincare all in one. Yes, ma'am. It's available in 33 radiantly rich and versatile shades that blend into all skin tones without leaving a trace of a white cast or oxidation on our skin. The product details say that it's a natural radiant finish, weightless and breathable formula melts into skin without weighing it down, easy glide and blendability, buildable medium to full coverage, non-cakey, long-lasting comfort, micro pearls and soft focus lights reflecting powders instantly boost radiance and create a luminous finish. Visible veil of perfect effect. Blurring formula fills in the lines and imperfections to smooth out the skin surface and even out complexion for a younger looking appearance without filters. Wow. Without filters. So it also says highlighted ingredients infused with, hopefully I'm saying this word correctly, acreola cherry ferment, rich in vitamin A, C, which speeds up skin healing by reducing redness, breakouts, and hyperpigmentation. And we all know that a lot of women of color, including myself, we do suffer from hyperpigmentation. Shake up tube up and down for an easy dispense of product. For a beautiful finish, apply product to a clean and moisturized face. All right, so let's get into it. Here is the foundation. And look at this bottle. I feel like I'm getting more product. This bottle was more short and fat and she long and slender. Hold on, is it the same amount? Oh, there's a 30% bonus. So this one is 40 milliliters and the old I Am Magic, that's 30 milliliters. Come on, let's shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Now usually I would apply one of my concealers to cancel out my hyperpigmentation, but if this thing is claiming to help with hyperpigmentation and it has a medium to full coverage, then I'm gonna see how it goes without it. You know what? No, let me just put a little bit on, just a little bit. So I'm gonna take this out. Ooh, okay. Is that supposed to be like that? Did I do this right? Is it supposed to look like that? I haven't seen any of the other reviews and I purposely did not watch any reviews because I want my reaction to be authentic. And this is the very first time that I'm opening this up. Okay, I had to kind of take it out of the bottle like that. I just put a little bit on the back of my hand. It kind of has a scent to it. It smells kind of nice. Come on. Here we go. Okay, I can definitely see that it is. It does call for a more luminous look to it, and I like it. I like to be a little bit warmer. Thank you. I can't wait to get the other shade just so I can see how that looks. Now again, guys, I'm not going anywhere today, so that's why I didn't even bother doing my hair. You see one side, this is one side, and this is the other. It's just like the I Am Magic foundation. You don't need a whole lot. I went way overboard. Okay, can we say luminous? Okay, so clearly I do need to get the other shade. I did not need that much foundation. You only need a little bit, and it did say use a pea-sized amount. Y'all, this is not my shade. This is not my shade at all. But I don't know if I applied too much or if this is just the finish of it. Just take a little bit of the shine off. So now I'm probably gonna speed the rest of this up, apply the rest of my makeup so it doesn't look like I'm blackfishing. Do want to use my Huda Beauty concealer, and this is in the shade Graham Cracker. I only feel like I don't even need to use contour at this point because I'm already contoured. Oh my god, Tamara, you put on so much. Why would I put on so much? This is not my shade. I was so excited. I wanted to get something. And quite honestly, I have this same shade in the original I Am Magic foundation, and it does not come off this warm. This is like borderline red undertone, and I don't have a red undertone. I'm gonna go ahead and set this concealer. I'm actually gonna use my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Medium Deep. Y'all wanna know a secret? I can barely tell how this looks because my lashes are so big and I can't see. But we move on. See, I told y'all I could make it work. The eye look, by the way, I use all Juvia's Place eyeshadows, and the blush I'm gonna use is the new blush that I got from Juvia's Place. This is in Rougy, pretty orange color up there. This is the color that I've been wearing lately, and I love it down. Just gonna add a little teeny bit of brightness on my under eye. And to finish off the eye look, I do want to apply some of the same colors from my lid and my crease to my bottom lash. Alright, now as far as the lips, I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I've been using this Beauty Bakery baking spray, but I don't like the way that it comes out, and I'm not really sure if it's because it's gotten older and something is wrong with the nozzle. But I was in Ulta, and I think I was just so turned off by the people in there looking at me like I don't belong that I didn't even think to get the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I'm really thinking hard about this. I got somewhere to go, and I do not. I gotta clean out the refrigerator. Okay, so let me fix myself up a little bit. I'm gonna come back and we'll chat. Okay, you guys, so I'm back. I went ahead and switched out my lens. I just love this lens so much better. What can I say? I can't say anything until I have a little highlighter on. Y'all know me by now, right? So, now we chat. Let's talk about this foundation. I have to say that I like the finish. When it comes to Juvia's Place foundation, it's very, very important that you are mindful about how much product you're using. You don't need that much product. You literally have to use a pea-size amount. Number 2, is this my shade? Absolutely not. It literally looked like I was blackfishing, but that is no fault to me. I wasn't really able to test out the foundations. The only reason I went with this foundation is because the Legos version of the I Am Magic foundation is not as deep as the Radiant foundation. You know how one brand will have multiple foundations and they'll have the same name? Well, sometimes you may have to readjust as far as the shades are concerned, because what you are in one shade may not be in another shade. Yes, I do have someone that I can give this to, so I'm probably going to give this away. There's absolutely nothing I can do with this shade, but I am going to go back and test out the other shades before I purchase them. Thanks, Ulta. Thanks a lot for not having the setup ready, because if the setup was ready and the testers were out, I would have been able to test everything and I would have noticed that this foundation was a little too deep. Number 3, did it say what it was gonna do? Yes, this does leave a radiant finish. Even though I use a matte setting spray, my skin doesn't feel or look super dry. I think the finish came out really, really nicely. As far as longevity is concerned, I'm home for the day. I'm really not going anywhere. I do have some things that I'll do in the house. I gotta clean out the refrigerator. I gotta season up some meat. I gotta straighten up some things. I do want to put on a load of clothes, you know, stuff. Oh, it's 5 o'clock now, child. Oh no. Hopefully, once I'm done tidying up some things around the house, I can come back and show you guys how, you know, it's worn after a couple of hours. The smell, it doesn't smell like regular foundation. The one thing I don't like about foundation or any sort of skin anything is if it has a scent. I hate that about MAC. I don't like that. This Juvia's Place Radiant Foundation does have a slight scent to it, but it's not overbearing. More like a skincare, very light, fruity sort of a scent. You can barely smell it, but you still know that it's there, if that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense. Number 4, I love this bottle. And I like how you get just a little bit more product than you do the original I Am foundation. So you do get a little bit more than 1 fluid ounce. That is always a plus, especially since you don't have to use a whole lot of the foundation. You only need a small amount. Don't be like me and just start pouring it on. As far as the skin benefits it has, I really won't see that until I start to use the product over time, but I won't be able to use the product over time until I get my right shade. But overall, do I like this foundation? Yes, I do. I like this foundation. I will be using it again. I feel like I can add it to my everyday. Is this something that I feel like I can use maybe during the summer? No, I have oily skin. I'm not wearing anything radiant, dewy, shiny. I'm not wearing any of that during the summer, so this would be a nice foundation to wear if you have oily skin and if you want to wear foundation during the winter. That way your face won't look so dry, you won't look so matte, and you won't look like the Crypt Keeper. You'll still look like you have nice supple skin, so that's a plus. Oh, no transfer. Did we talk about that? You know how with some luminous foundations you touch your face and you see a fingerprint? I hate that. Oh my gosh. But I can actually touch my face and there are no fingerprints and there's no dark makeup marks on my fingers. I'll be back in a couple of hours and we'll see how this wears. Okay? Okay. The time now is about 8:30 and I applied all of this makeup a little bit after 5 and it absolutely looks the same. Now I'm going to come in a little bit closer so you can see. The only thing that you can see are my smile lines. I was on the phone earlier with one of my friends and I was just laughing. You don't even see anything caked up around my nose area. I mean, it's only been 3 hours, but usually by this point with any other foundation, if it was a Radiant foundation or a Dewy foundation, I would have to blot. I have not blotted once since I put this foundation on. I've been doing a whole lot. For me to have done all of that and my makeup still looks this good, I would say 9 out of 10. And the colors are a little bit off. The Lagos color from the original I Am Magic foundation, Velvety Matte foundation, is a bit different for the Natural Radiant foundation. I didn't even have to contour my face like I usually did because the foundation was contour. I pretty much contoured my entire face and then used concealer to lighten the rest up. Hopefully the next time I go on Ulta, the Juvia's Place setup would be all together and I'll be able to test out a couple of different shades to make sure that I am getting the right shade. I love Juvia's Place. I will continue to buy their products. I didn't go too much into the eye look, but I use all Juvia's Place eye products. Wahala Palette, I've used the Magic Mini palette, and I also use the Old Faithful Warrior 2 palette for the eye. So the entire eye look was Juvia's Place as well. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning into this channel. If you are new here, my name is Miss Tamara Little, a lover of all things beauty. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with your makeup lover. I know you have one. So share this video with them if you think they would be interested in purchasing this product. So until we meet again, I will see you the next time. Bye.
Tell me why you're crying, how can it be, deal? When you gave me something I don't really feel, but you knew that already. When I found you on the ground, you were jogging. Now you call me to my yard uninvited.